Alright, time for a Evelynn guide. I'll be explaining everything you need to know about this champion to be successful. We are facing a Warwick here, which we will have to respect, because fighting him in a direct 1v1 is a pretty sketchy thing to do, especially early game. After 6, Eve has a pretty good time, because you can like full charm into a one-shot, because your ult does so much execute damage that his low HP fighting potential isn't that insane. But before level 6, we will have to respect him. Lanes-wise here, I mean, I can kind of clear towards either side. Double Ignite top is a situation where you can definitely clear towards top side if you want to, but for the most part, I recommend starting top side and just clearing down. So that is exactly what I will be doing here as well. When it comes to Evelynn's kit, your passive makes you invisible after 6. It has the health regeneration, though, like the skills with AP and gets your HP back up very, very quickly. So that's really, really good. But it's obviously mostly the invisible thing. Your Q throws a skill shot, and then you have like follow-up skill shots as well. If you land the Q on the target, they'll take more damage. Your W is a charm, which reduces magic resist. It charms monsters for like quite a long period of time as well, but you're not really using it too much on monsters. Although you can use it for a smite execution on Baron later in the game, for example, because it will do a good chunk of damage there. And also, yeah, you charm enemy targets. When the heart completes on the target, that is when the charm actually is able to go off, so there is a bit of the delay that you have to keep in mind. Your E is just some chunk damage. Like, you do max HP based damage with your E, and if it's not empowered E, it is going to be single target damage. If it is empowered E, it is AoE damage. So you can easily tell by the icon which one it's going to be. And you can reset out with your passive, because it's not empowered now, but if I'm out of combat with the passive coming up, it will be empowered. So that is what you want to look for. And as you can see there, it now becomes an AoE skill. When it comes to clearing with Eve, it's very important also not to forget the auto attack. You obviously have the Q spam, but definitely auto attacking means a lot. Final skill is the ult, which is just a swipe in front of you, as you can see, and then you dash backwards. It does more damage when the target is low. And you get a clear indicator for that. It's like a cross on the target, which will give you that ultimate damage. That's pretty much it for Eve's kit. In this clear, all I'm really doing here is just like, you know, dragging the camp if I can, and then auto attacking as I go through. We wait for the E cooldown before we engage the camp here. Have a bit more damage out of it. Very quick kill. He has red buff. He cleared his bot side camps, hit level 3, and it's all good. For us, focusing on the full clear is going to be important. We definitely want to get that XP income, and bot lane gank situation could be something here. Throw the Q on the big one instead of on the Gromp to have the extra damage output on this target. And make sure to remember the auto attack. It's a very chill clear. I'm actually going to smite this for just a little bit more clear speed, because we see the aggression on bot lane. We're going to sweep. There's a ward here. There's another ward here as well, so they have double ward placement. Okay. We're just going to go to Scuttle then. Both wards will disappear very shortly, so I might be able to return again, because they used both the wards already, so I might be able to do that. We'll take a look. We're just going to do Scuttle real quick, and we may be able to turn back because of the double ward placement. We hit the E for the movement speed boost at the end, and then we run down bot side. We might be able to get a Nami bubble here. Any bubblers? Any bubblers? Lands the bubble, big. Hit that, and I'll just flash. I don't think I actually had to. Nami still had the last turret shield. That's fine. Turret ramps up really quickly now, so I didn't want to die. I just made sure to get that one done. Walk up, hit the E, we recall instantly. And if I have 1200 gold on the first back, I'll buy a large world every time. If I don't have 1200 gold, if I'm talking like 800 gold, we'll buy Amptome Dark Seal. But yeah, if we have 1200, instantly large world, 65 AP. It's the way you want to do it. And now it's important to just catch back our camp respawn. We did this play fairly quickly. We had some extra time to still go for like the return play, because they used both their wards on the other situation. Oh, unfortunate. And now we just catch our camp respawn at about 420. We want to be there. You want to be there. And just catch the next rotation over your camps. Make sure to keep this pacing up, and you will be looking pretty good. Bot lane, unfortunately, just double died. It's not the most ideal thing you've ever seen, but it's okay. Just keep clearing. Obviously, one of our big goals here is hitting level 6, right? The invisibility is a very big component of Evelynn's kit, so you definitely want to make sure that you get that farmed up as fast as you can. Okay, he's probably dead. There's no point in walking there. 1-for-1 would be cool. All right, nice. Camps are still respawning, as you can see. We also did our Gromp before we did our blue buff, so that's going to respawn right after these wolves, which is ideal for us. There it is. If I did the blue first, then this wouldn't respawn right now, and I'd have to wait. So that we don't want to do that. We don't want to deal with that. And then here, we can just hit our entire combo on the camp, and then we just do the full charm, and we can get some damage out of that potentially as well. Warwick is down bot side here. Gonna sweep. I can hit this ward here. Make sure I have some pressure on the ward for my Nami. He walks up. Gonna get a bit of a damage hit on him. Gonna slow him. And he flashes. Okay, fine. Right there, I don't complete my full charm. We just slow him. We should be able to chunk his karma out pretty well. And then focus the Warwick down. I will die for this, but that's gonna be fine. Hopefully my team kills this. It's still worthwhile trade for me because it's a 2-for-1. And I also catch my respawn timer very easily this way. Alright, we're just gonna go Wisp on this back. I'm done with that. So we just move on. Our camps are gonna respawn as we run back towards topside, basically. We also have something to look for potentially on the Void Grubs. I think a 2-for-1 trade is worthwhile there, honestly. I do die, but... You know, 2-for-1 is 2-for-1. It's not bad. Camps are respawning. We're just gonna go for that. There's a chance I just lose the Void Grub straight up, but... I want to hit level 6 at least, so we're gonna finish this camp. My Garen also is recalling. My Talon just died mid lane, so I can't even really contest the Grubs in this situation. Because I just have no priority. We just have to respect it, and we move on. Go for our clear rotation. He does the Void Grubs. Oh, absolutely. That's a smart move. I just can't deal with that. Like, because I have no priority in either of my lanes, I will never be able to walk up to it, and he can just do it. It just is what it is. If I had priority there, I could look for them potentially. But yeah, if you don't, you don't. I'm dragging this a little bit, so Warwick can't just like sneak it. Like sneak in the bush and then just kill me. Try to land the Q on the big one here, and we just clear this. Okay, Samira is worth quite a bit for the kill right now, but we are definitely like consistently sequencing our camps for the moment. We are quite strong with the AP we've currently built, so that's not bad for us. Yep. Grom's gonna spawn as well. And then blue will spawn shortly afterwards, and we have a pretty nice clearing pattern for ourselves. I'm down to do it. If they want to do it, we can do it. My team is like entirely set up for the dragon here, so we might as well send it then. I respect it. Now here, we'll do an Evelynn smite trick, if we can. Which is going to be... We're going to lower it one little bit more, and then we're going to full charm it now and don't hit it. We're going to combo it with this entire combo right there. So on a full charm, we do that combo. One-shot him, walk back out with the R, and hopefully we get enough distance. That's good enough for me. We go QE in on a target we can get within like low HP execute range, and then we ult dash backwards and swipe the kill there real quick. And overall that fight's pretty good. But that's my tactic, as you saw there. I could smite that from a pretty high HP amount, which was very important. And then we just now simply back because our camp sequence is going to respawn once again. And we can afford our Lich Bane. There it is, another camp sequence. I finished the Gromp. The blue was still up, but the Gromp was at least cleared. So my entire sequence will respawn now. I'm going to wait in base for the boots here. I'm also past level 6, so we're going to switch back to a warding trinket. And as for level 9, you're going to go for a blue trinket. And we just go back to our clear once again. I ult on cooldown for 60 seconds, so we're ideally not going to look for a fight for 60 seconds. Without the ult, you definitely want to be very careful. We're going to look at our Relentless stack. Still need Yone and Xerath. Okay. Something to keep in mind. The movement speed really helps. And we're just going to clear this. As you can see, everything is going to be respawning here as well. So we just go through that once again. Hit the big one with the Q. See the Warwick bot lane here. No one on my team is really bot lane. I know the top scuttle just spawned, so I can probably just do a top scuttle into his top side camps perhaps here. E for a movement speed boost at the end. And we'll just do top scuttle. My bot side camps are respawning, but we saw top scuttle spawn, so we might as well take it real quick. Might be able to even take some of his top side camps, perhaps. He was just bot side, so... I have my ult up in 13 seconds. We're going to ward over the wall. His blue is indeed up. This is just because I saw the Warwick bolt very recently, and I figured his topside camps are up, so we can definitely look for that. If you see the enemy jungler on the map, there's a good chance you can do something. I can go pretty aggressive here because I do have my ult available to me, so I can easily take his Gromp as well. If I didn't have ult, I probably have to respect him a bit more, but I just don't have to here. Gonna go top. We're gonna go invisible first before we move, because this way I can avoid any wards I'd be walking over here, unless it's control warded, of course. He's gonna walk up most likely. We're just gonna full charm him here, wait for him to walk into me, and then hit this Q, and then just burst him out. There you go. The patience there is big. We're gonna walk back into the bush, go back invisible. We're not gonna show ourselves, and then we're just gonna go over here. Hopefully Garen helps me. Okay, we see an opportunity mid. This Xerath is worth big money. So our target here is Xerath right now. We are going for Xerath. Do not know if he has flash or not, but whatever, you know. He's gonna full charm him. He's gonna try to run backwards probably. We're gonna let him walk into us. That's one kill. He hits third range, so this is fine, and we'll keep him in third range here. Gonna ult backwards to reach the position so I can finish him off, because my ult forwards would not have reached. So this is a good situation to ult backwards for a target, so you can get the dash part of your skill off and finish somebody off. That's a tactic you can apply. You don't always have to apply it, of course, but it can be very valuable when it is needed. So I can close the distance and get him. We have 9 out of 11 KP, which is good, and we just get to finish the Void Grubs here real quick as well. As you can see, my topside camps are respawning now too, so we can go for a nice new sequence while our ult is on cooldown. And that's what we're gonna do. We don't really want to fight with our ult on cooldown, so we can use the time we have to clear our camps, then recall, and then we can fight afterwards, basically. It's what the goal here is right now. I do have quite a bit of money, so I'll have to respect that. Not to try to fight too aggressively, but yeah. I should be able to just get a nice full clear done here, recall, get my ult back, and then look for a play right after that. Should hit me level 11 as well, should finish me my smite, potentially. These are good things. Okay, I'm just gonna give my camp. It's cool. I have no mid prio here at all, no top prio here whatsoever. We're just gonna straight up give it. They're gonna have the turret as well. Obviously, we'll not be able to defend that. It is what it is. Like, you don't want to try to defend something you can't defend. Like, I'm not gonna fight a Warwick there. I have quite a lot of gold. He's a very strong 1v1 champion still. I don't have ult. I don't have priority. There's nothing to look for there. Like, if you're just alone in a situation, it is what it is. Okay, Dragon's gonna spawn like 24 seconds. I should really recall. I have enough time to recall, make it out of base for this, so I will. Ooh. I will do it. Because I would buy Magi's on Eve every single time, honestly. Eve is just a staple Magi's champion. You should get used to it. I'm just gonna purchase the entire thing in one go. Even if it has no stacks, I'm okay with that. What I can also do there in that situation, you can do that too, is just buy double large world and go for massive AP that way. But yeah, you know, I'm already in a strong position. Snowballing with Magi's is a big part of Evelynn. It really just is. So I'm just gonna have to send it. There's a controller here as well. We're just gonna walk at them. It's fine. Put the full charm on the Samira. Just gonna have to respect it. This is okay. Hit my level 11 there. Build backwards. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm actually dead here. Okay. That Warwick showing up killed me instantly. I mean, I already died to Samira, actually. I think my support didn't auto-attack at the end. That was slightly my bad. I didn't think she would kill me that quickly with that much damage, but she actually has a lot of kills with a lot of items, and I disrespected it. Understandable, my fault. Sorry. Apologize. If my Nami did like one auto attack, she would have died, but my support, I believe, did 0 auto attacks there, so that is kind of why that went kind of wrong for me. But, you know, sometimes you expect something from your team, it doesn't happen, it is what it is. Obviously, if I had ult damage to execute the Samira there, that would also work, but I ulted backwards to dash in. Didn't work out for me, it happens. 2 turrets there, it's not bad. We did lose the feats of strength, but that's okay. Because my laners are just a bit worse. It is all good. Okay, they get out of that fight scenario, I think. What is happening here then? Smite this, we move. I'd like to go invisible. Stupid Xerath ult. I'm gonna loop around and just kill Samira. She is worth big money. Gonna run into me most likely. Big money. I'm most likely dead here actually because my ult's still a 4-second cooldown unfortunately. 2, 1. I would have actually killed both Karma and Warwick if my ult came off cooldown just in time. But my team is very weak. Very weak. So it's not currently helping me too much. I was like, this Samira kill is already worth a trade for me because I didn't have any Magi stacks at the moment. So trading like that is not bad because I get a colossal shutdown. If my ult comes up slightly faster there, I actually ult out and I kill Warwick and Karma with my ult there, I believe. So it was really close. Really, really close. The Zera stun barely clipped me and I got CC'd for 4 seconds. It is what it is. Very unfortunate for me, but it is okay. My team is very weak, unfortunately. We're just gonna have to manage that. And we just clear still. Our ult's off cooldown though, so we actually do want to look for our ults or for like a kill pickup here maybe on this Yone. I think what happens here is just Q ults the guy, but I'm just gonna smite this, one-shot the camp real quick and then move up. My Nami is kind of dragging it. Okay, that's control warded because of the, like that. Yeah, exactly. Gonna move. Put a charm on this guy. We're gonna walk up and auto attack him because this will put the passive on him and I just one-shot him. He's probably looking to block my ranged hit with my Q and I'm just gonna auto attack him to proc my my W instead. And then we can just Q E combo him afterwards. Very free. This man's gonna have to respect me. Just one-shot him. The second the X appears, you kill him. It's over for him. Okay. I mean, he used his dash thing there, so he can never be there. Solid. We get our above 10 Magi stacks instantly. Oh. See a fight situation. We move. This guy has Garen ult, so he probably just kills, but... Okay, I just one-shot him before he gets it. That's cool with me. Got my Magi stacks up. See if I can snipe the blue real quick. Ah. I could not. Just charm into an E. Very good. Walk with. I have enough movement speed here. It should be fine. Nope. I'm not fine. That's in the kill, right? It's not a kill. Okay, my Caitlyn does no damage. Unlucky. That's fine. We just go for the camp now. We're just looking for good pick targets. Looking from good angles as well. Like I came in from like a backside angle on that one, right? That's stuff we're looking for. My team hopefully backs here and doesn't overextend the fight. Seems like they are overextending a fight. Currently, I don't have ult and I have a tremendous amount of money. So I really would like not to fight this. But they are overextending quite a bit, the enemy team as well. So I might be able to sneak a nice kill here still. It's not impossible. One-shot him, and then didn't hit that on the Karma. That's my bad. I thought it was in range, actually, for some reason. Alright, finish him off as well. Good cleanup. The enemy team slightly overchased into our overstay, so not too bad for me. Just good cleanup, look good angles again, like looking to get in from the backside. We get our death cap here. Very big purchase. And then we move on. Our camps are all up. My ult's currently on cooldown, so we are just going to clear everything. Wait for our ult cooldown to be back before we make another play. And that is really all we're going to do. Got my 25 Magi stacks in one go, basically, which is really good for me, of course. So we are looking very strong. If for some reason, like, you really can't play with Magi's, I respect that. You should try, though, because on Eve it's very, very valuable and you can make it work. But you can go Shadow Flame instead. You can go Lich Bane, Shadow Flame, Death Cap instead. Although I really don't recommend that, honestly. But it is a build you can go for. It is way more expensive. Yeah, you learning to use it is very important for Eve as a champ, honestly. Kind of up to you, I suppose, but that would be a replacement here, potentially. Just to put it out there. Obviously, I would have mentioned it at the end of the video as well, but yeah. Okay, ult's up in 4 seconds, so we can go relatively aggressive here, actually. Oh, make sure to not face check by using that in the bush. And oh, okay, he flashed it. Fair enough. Fair enough. He flashed my R. That's nothing I can do at that point. Fair play. I don't kill him. Although, like, we see two people top. They just used all of those skills there. We should easily be able to just get the dragon. Okay, Evelynn just recalled. It's actually for the better because she would have given Warwick a lot of movement speed. Hope my Nami hits this thing. Hit it, please. Any damage helps. Is Warwick gonna make it in time? He did not. Alright. My ult's not up for another 60 seconds, so we do have to be slightly careful there. Without ult, you're much weaker. So I will respect it. Just gonna do this. We're just gonna do bot scuttle. We're just gonna wait a little bit for my team to be back on the map before I like look for an Otacon or anything like that. Okay. Go invisible in a place that I don't think they have any wards. And then we might be able to look for something potentially. But again, remember, I do not have ult. So I have to respect it. I'm gonna see where Xerath is at. Did he walk all the way back? I don't know where he went, honestly. Why is my Nami walking with me right now? If your team walks with you like this, it's actually worse for you because it gives away the position. Gonna probably walk into me. Oh, nope. Whoops. Okay, it kind of still worked. I accidentally auto-attacked the minion, so I I removed my own invisibility. But being behind somebody like that in that position is ideally where you want to be. You want to try to be behind them so you can make something happen and just let them walk into you as you full charm them. That's ideally what you want to go for. I would like the Otacon in this position.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Who does a girl have to kill
Can I
to start another room?
Brother, what are we doing here? We're gonna walk around it. Don't get hit by things too much. We're gonna lose a lot of resistances, but with Talon it should be doable. I can't solo it, but 2 people should be fine. This is good. Just finish this one off. Very nice. Pick up a bunch of flowers here. This is all these flowers are worth a lot. I'm going to take a reset right now. Alright, beautiful. I can afford my spell shield, which actually matters a lot. In case an enemy team is things like Xerath, right? A spell shield does a lot for you because I can walk at him, but he cannot stun me as I walk up to him. Like a Lux Q, for example, as well. That type of stuff is very, very valuable for it if they have like a skill shot like that. Or like a Malzar, for example, when he instantly tries to ult you or something like that. If he doesn't instantly ult you and like E-ult you, you have enough time to one-shot him. But those are examples. Now, once again, we are just going to move forward here. Try to get a flank angle on the enemy team if possible. Let's see if they walk into me. Okay, I'm just gonna one-shot him. And my ult resets my invisibility timer, practically, so I can get out. Okay, my team just kinda sprinted it, unfortunately, but yeah, it's whatever. We just got 1 kill and leave. I had to flash for that 1 kill, though. Without ult, I don't really want to fight anybody, so I do have to be somewhat respectful here. I also have to kind of wait before I engage this wave, because if they are still around, I could lose my life instantly if I do this too fast. But I do want to pick up the wave because it puts me above 1200 gold very easily for my large world purchase. And my next objective is going to be looking for the objectives. Alright, we're going to reset, get our item, wait for our ult cooldown, maybe hit level 16 before the next situation for our ult. So I probably like 2 or 3 camps. We hit level 16, we walk back into mid lane, we one-shot somebody right away, with or without ultimate. Hopefully without, that would be great. But we just look for picks. That is what we want to be doing. So like 1 or 2 more camps should hit me level 16, which is a big upgrade, obviously. Extra ult rank. And we're just walking these camps with us. There we go. Level 16. Big damage upgrade. My ult now does 2300 damage, which also counts on Baron and stuff, which is big for our smite security. You can easily smite something from like 4000 HP. Okay, my team just died. Not the best. My Banshees is purchasable. I will have to... I'm keeping that in mind, but... The red is up. The dragon is going to spawn soon. Get that real quick. Focus that guy. No, going for the support. Hit him with a slow there. Okay, I couldn't make it work. Gonna give her a chance to ult it. Oh, that doesn't kill you, do that little damage. Yikers. Alright, that's a bit of a rip. He's gonna actually commit to it. We take those. Just one shot. Going for the full charm. I was like, if he ults in, I was ready for it basically right there. Just gonna wait here. Okay, I will not disrespect this too hard. We put a charm on him so he can't walk up to us. Go invisible, hopefully. We have the dragon. Okay, Garen. I kind of like it, but it was an unexpected angle for me. Just E that, and we walk away with the movement speed boost we get from it. You're overextending currently. Wait for our cooldowns. Put the charm on him. Hit the full charm. And double ult them at the end and finish them off. I didn't directly hit it, but follow-up Qs were able to hit the full charm there pretty easily, so I can just get it. And we're just going to finish the turret here. And I think after that, we just go for dragon and stuff. Put a charm on him, so he has to walk away. I think now I back off, because now I have to respect it a little. They're going to respawn soon enough. My team should be walking away right now. Because if you look at the respawns, this guy's going to have pretty good wave clear. This guy's going to be up soon, and we definitely don't want to overexert ourselves. Caitlyn might still get a mid-turret push, which is great, but we are going to run back to our objective right now. Make sure that we get this real quick. My ult's on cooldown, so I don't want to try to overextend or overpush for anything right now. And we just do the objective on the back burner, and we just recall after that, and we'll then look for the Baron angle. Good. Take a recall. Now here, they don't have that much magic resistance. The only AP on my team right now, so a straight up void stuff is not worth it. So we're just gonna go simply for a Shadow Flame. I'll buy a blue potion as well, because I'm most likely gonna have enough money as I go back for the Shadow Flame on the next recall with 2,000 gold if the next recall happens. So I can have an additional bit of power from the potion to now have 923 AP, which is pretty good. Hit that for the level up as we move forward. And we're gonna look for a pick real quick. Just wait. And just ult backwards there, because I don't want to get feared by Warwick. Just one-shot one of them. And I waited for the full charm angle on that one. The full charm reduces their magic, which is by 42.5%, which is also a good amount of additional magic penetration. So that's not bad. Now here we are going to do the Evelynn smite. We're going to do our best. We don't have ult to do the full smite, otherwise I would show it, but it's going to be close enough. We're going to put the charm up at about 5,000 HP. We're going to wait for our passive to proc. We're going to QE smite, and we burst it from a large amount of HP. If you have ult on top of that, it's going to do even more. But I obviously did not have that here in this case. But that is ways you can get it. If you're trying to smite steal something from the enemy team, get a ward over the wall. And then if you have flash, you just flash ER in with a smite as you are. And then that way you can smite from like 4.5k HP if you have this much AP. Which is very valuable, and it's impossible to outsmite for anybody in the game. I'm just gonna put the charm on him so he walks away and we can just do this and leave. Because we have two people here. We don't ideally want to take a fight with two people that far behind us. So we'll respect it for now. Just gonna move to the blue buff. Hit level 18 off the blue buff, hopefully. Unless Caitlyn lost hits it. No, we're good. I don't really want to use my smite for anything right now, so we're gonna be careful with that a little. I do have Baron now, so I will have to respect that a little bit. There's a Xerath ulting. I should be able to walk at him. That's a bit unfortunate. I should have flashed just earlier. It's okay. Right here, I don't care that I lose that much HP. The minion wave was maybe timed a little unfortunate because our passive, as you can see, can heal us back to full straight away. We have more than enough AP for that. So we're just going to use our passive to heal back. We take a bunch of damage. It doesn't matter. A good kill. Create a bunch of HP again. Use the movement speed boost from the E to leave. It's a big movement speed boost these days. Gonna put a charm on him now. See if he walks into me at all. And just execute him with one E. And that guy's dead as well. And this guy dies as well. There you go. And then we just hit the turret with Lidsbane procs. And that is it for Eve. Last item here would have been a Shadow Flame. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure to like button below. Be sure to subscribe as well as follow over on Twitch if you haven't done so. And I will see you guys in the endgame stats. Okay, so for the endgame stats for this game, I ended up doing a nice 44k damage, which is a very solid amount. For the true damage, 2300. Objective damage at 58.9k. Healing done, 18.5. Damage taken at 31.3, which is actually the most. Very interesting. Self-mitigated should be lower than Garen. Yeah, there it is, 20.8k. For the gold, we have 17.2k gold earned, which Garen is actually quite close to be again. He must have gotten a lot of sideline turret gold, I think. Electrocuted for 2237 damage is really good damage. Sudden Impact for an extra 1500. Grizzly Mementos just as the best option there. More blue trinkets. There's no other option in this line, really. Relentless Hunter for the movement speed, so you can get the extra like map tempo, which is very valuable for Eve to get positioning behind targets. And we have Absolute Focus and Gathering Storm for raw AP. So this will scale quite well into the later stages of the game. For the build, it is going to be a Lichbane first item. If you can afford a large roll on your first back, buy one. If you cannot, you want to go Dark Seal Amp Tome. That should generally be affordable to you. But yeah, definitely if you can afford the large roll, go for the large roll and rush the Lichbane basically. I built it like Lichbane finished first with the gold I had into a Magi's, which works. But yeah, if you're not going to go for the Magi's, which I do recommend going for the Magi's to be fair, kind of have to learn with it. If you don't do it, then just go for a Shadow Flame. You can go Lichbane Shadow Flame Deathcap instead. It is more expensive by like 1700 gold compared to the Magi's, but it can work without the Magi's. If you're unconfident, that is an option, but Eve is definitely a Magi's type of champion, so you kind of have to learn it if you want to play the champ. And yeah, after the Magi's, we go for the Death Cap or the Shadow Flame. Go for the Death Cap always. You want to amplify the AP you have. This will be the best purchase you can do. And then from this point, it is very situational. You can, for example, go for a Rocket Belt. If the enemy team has a lot of champions where it's annoying to close distance on with a lot of mobility, you can Rocket Belt E into targets to get good execution damage on them. That's a good option. You also have Banshees, of course. This is good against your Xerath, Lux, champions that have like Zyra, for example, that have like a root as you try to engage on them, or Morgana binding. Those types of champs, that's where Banshees really shines, because you can engage while they cannot hit you back with one of their big CCs, as that is probably the first thing they would react with, so that's a very good thing to do. So important blockable abilities like that, like Nautilus ult, like etc. There are many options. Banshees is great, also gives a good amount of AP, which is really nice as well. And then your last item here is either Shadow Flame. If you haven't purchased it, you can do it. If you're like the only AP on your team, it is a very good way to go because it gives flat magic penetration and is just a very valuable item. It crits on low HP, etc. So the Void Staff is less valuable because if you're the only AP or if they're just not building any magic resist, the Void Staff isn't going to be very high value. You still have your W shredding a tremendous amount of their magic resist as well. So if somebody does have a lot of magic resist, you can still use your W for that magic resist shred. So, you know, Void Staff isn't always needed. Void Staff is only something I take if I'm against very tanky opponents with a lot of magic resist. Otherwise, the last item here will be Shadow Flame. Now, if you didn't go Magi's and you built Shadow Flame in this slot, then the last item here I could probably just go Rocket Belt. Is like a primary choice for me at that point. Void Staff might still be a choice as well, depending on if they have very high amounts of magic resist. Or we're looking at something like a Cosmic Drive to provide you an extra 4% movement speed because you don't have to Magi's for the 10% movement speed. Boots are sellable. They are. If you win the feats of strength, I wouldn't recommend selling them. If you do not win the feats of strength, I do actually end up selling them for something that gives me movement speed percentage, which is usually a Cosmic Drive. So I can get some extra AP in there, but still giving me 4% movement speed, which scales with my Magi's for an extra 10%, and with my Lichbane for an extra 4% as well. So I'm getting 18% movement speed on top of Relentless Hunter, on top of Blue Smite. I'll be plenty fast enough to compensate, but this way I have more haste and more ability power to deal with fights later in the game. And with all that being said, that was it for Evelynn. If you have any questions, leave those below. I'll do my best to answer them for you. If you have enjoyed the video, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe as well and follow over on Twitch. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow with another one. Bye.